Good evening, everyone. The Western Peninsula Athletic Conference, also known as the Westpac, has preliminarily accepted 5 schools from the Mid-Peninsula Conference to join the Westpac in all sports next year. TV6 spoke with Calumet Athletic Director and Westpac Commissioner Sean Jocks a short time ago. Jocks said details still need to be worked out, including the approval of those current MPC school boards to switch conferences. The 5 Mid-Penn schools preliminarily accepted today are, with contingencies, Gwynn, Iron Mountain, Ishpeming, Negaunee, and Westwood. They would join the current 5 from the Westpac: Calumet, Hancock, Houghton, L'Anse, and West Iron County. Gogebic already is a member for football. Norway, Munising, Bark River, Harrison, Lakeland, and Hubble were approved recently for next year, plus 2 schools from Wisconsin already in the Westpac for football: Hurley and Northland Pines. A meeting will be scheduled for early November to begin the task of working out the many details. This leaves only Gladstone and Manistee as Mid-Peninsula Conference members for the next school year at the moment. It's our last week of regular season football. Our final showdown of the week for the regular season takes us to the Copper Bowl between Houghton and Hancock. TV6's Seth Wells has more.
No two teams have met more times in Michigan high school football history than Houghton and Hancock. Their first game was in 1901, and they have played 146 times since then, with Hancock winning the series with 86 wins, 51 losses, and 9 ties to this point. When Houghton visits Hancock on Friday, it will be their 147th meeting. The visiting Gremlins come into the game just 1-7 under first-year head coach Frank Bonacorsi. He knows they have a big challenge ahead of them.
The task that we have is tall. I mean, we're lacking a little bit with numbers, but you know, they've been playing extremely well the last 5 weeks, and proud of this group. And so hopefully we're focused and we can hopefully get a big win against Hancock.
It's kind of like let's say a sacred day, that Friday. That's just game day. Your mind's locked in. You're ready to go beat Hancock.
Hancock, on the other hand, has an impressive 6-2 record, but are coming off of a loss to West Iron County last week. Despite the differences in records, don't expect the Bulldogs to look past their rival Gremlins.
Without a doubt, this is the biggest game for us in the entire season, bigger than a conference championship, bigger than the playoffs. This is our red letter game, so to speak.
Well, you know, annually, the big game. This is our Super Bowl, so certainly we just need to win. This is the one. We need this.
This rivalry game will kick off on Friday night in Hancock at 7 o'clock. I'm Seth Wells, TV6 Sports, Hancock.
Ishpeming school officials notified the media this morning that the football game between the Hematites and Gwynn set for tomorrow night has been canceled. Ishpeming Athletic Director Terry Roberts said in a press release that low numbers due to injuries and illnesses are the reason for the cancellation. Former Marquette High School cross-country and track coach Dale Phillips will be inducted into the National High School Athletic Coach Association Hall of Fame next year. The ceremony will take place June 26th in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Phillips will be the second Upper Peninsula coach to enter this Hall of Fame, joining the late Jerry Svengros of Escanaba. Phillips coached the Redmen and Redettes for nearly 4 decades, winning 27 UP girls cross-country titles, 17 UP boys cross-country titles, and a dozen UP track titles. The Michigan Tech hockey team finally gets to play 2 home games this weekend. The Huskies will host Alabama Huntsville. Huskies head coach Joe Shawn says it will be nice to skate at the McGinnis Student Ice Arena.
I haven't had a chance to play at home yet, so probably getting a little bit road weary, but I thought the guys played really well for the most part. We still have a lot of work to do. We're a long ways away from where we want to be, but I think our tendencies are in the right direction. The guys are improving in the areas that we're concentrating on.
I've been playing with Jake Jackson and Brent Baltus usually, and also with Marcus Russell a bit. But yeah, playing with Jake Jackson, I mean, he's got so much speed, so it's so nice playing with him. And we've had some success on the forward check, you know, turning over pucks and creating some offense that way. And yeah, I think we've had some good success so far.
Face-off both nights in Houghton against the Chargers is set for 7:07. Tech is 3-1-1 overall and 1-0-1 in the WCHA. The 17th ranked NMU women's cross-country team will be the host for the Great Lakes Intercollegiate Athletic Conference meet this Saturday at Gensis Homestead Golf Course in Chocolate Township. The Wildcat women are healthy and ready to give the home crowd a good performance, including one runner who won a UP high school title on this golf course in 2013.
I ran it in high school. It's not the same mapped out courses I ran in high school, but I do like the venue and I like the footing, and I think it's a good mix of hills and flats, and I think it, does give some challenges.
I like to start out races a little bit slower and then pick people off as I go, just because it just feels better and you feel more confident and stronger as you're passing people rather than people passing you. So I typically go out with the first K at a decent pace, but not too far in the front and not too far in the back.
Well, we've had a good season so far, and definitely so far beat all the conference teams except for Grand Valley, who's ranked number 1, 2 in the country. So I think we have a really good shot of finishing second. I think we'll be closer to Grand Valley than we've ever been.
Caitlin Smith of Gaylord also should be a top runner for the Wildcats. The women's 6-kilometer race Saturday begins at 11 in the morning with the men's 8K starting at 11:45. The award ceremony is set for 12:45 p.m. And the UP Cross Country Championships are this weekend in Munising as well, and they also start at 11 o'clock. I can't stretch my arms that far.